45 minutes left in the trading session. Welcome back to the close. Here we go. Look at how things stand heading into the last hour of the day. 0.2 for both the Dow and the S&P to the upside, we'll call it. The NASDAQ 0.16, so back into positive territory. Good to see here in Toronto we are negative. I'll direct your attention down here because still pretty impressive moves happening, guys, in the crypto markets. And that means some of the crypto-related stocks also having pretty good moves this afternoon. We did see a second push this afternoon, guys, in Bitcoin. Let's get going.
Damn right there's a second push. I can say that, right? You're damn right there's a second push. 40,000 on Bitcoin. SOS, please someone help me. I don't know. How does the rest of that song go? I should know the lyrics. Oh, that's terrible. SOS was a good short in the morning. And then this happened. Look at us off the top. Pre-market action, 310 was the top. And then I was saying, guys, in the chat, there was a level on Thursday right up in this range here, 315 to 320. But with 40,000 in tow, you're getting these tops tested over and over again. It's usually a pretty good short from here. I'm in it right now. I can tell you that's not the only thing moving. BTBT is on the move, although it might have already double topped at 9 even. Nuro's on the low, so it broke some support down at 18. Still sitting in TME, and we had that IMV still from the morning as well. But wow, big moves. The other thing too, by the way, Sean, the market is green. So Miss V, we got about 45 minutes to go till the close, or just under that now, but looks like the lucky dress has worked so far.
Yeah, it sure has. And yeah, speaking about Nuro, hey guys, welcome back to the fastest 45 minutes and the best, I think, also on YouTube. So just take a look at this Nuro. So, all right, we thought we were going to get pretty fancy there by taking a 19 long, but then that got punched in the face a little bit. And now 19 long is no longer in question. And we had to average in, and we took an 18.25. So we are getting very, very close now to getting spit out of this if it does break. I mean, you can see it's about as clear as day right here. Thank you for all the emails. I did answer some. What's up to Tisha? What's up to a few of you else out there? We've been busy all afternoon, but trying to answer as many as we can. And look, this just goes all the way back to here, right? So you got some 1795, 1793, but if we break 18, we're going to be gone on Nuro here. A big spread when it opens up. So I am like, see right there, like it goes 20 print and then you get an 11 bid, right? So you have to be very, very careful here with your stop orders. We're going to try to do exactly that. But if we break 18, there's some size there. We're going to get out. There's 5,000 shares, obviously 16 million. The size is not going to be a problem with this one, but you know, again, a break of 18 and we're gone on Nuro. Good start to the day there. And then just right now, again, no problems. We're still fine, but our average price is 47. So a break of 18 is like a 50-cent plus hit. So watch out for slippage here. We could take it out at 20 right now, but we don't want that. Let's see if it can go back to the upside here. We're waiting for Nuro to make a move. If it can get to this 19.25 spot and we could take 75 cents, let's do that on Nuro. But right now it's looking like it's a downside move.
It's a good look, but that's a level that you got to be able to play off. I always say whenever there's move up in crypto that I want to fade SOS. So, you know, I get a level like the one here today and I'm going to take advantage of it. But you see a bottom like that on Nuro, it's kind of hard to ignore it. Just I want to get to BTBT here just in a quick second because, I know a lot of people in the chat are already trading this particular name. It did make a parabolic, well, it's already been a parabolic mover, but it made another push and right into this 9. So when I said double top at 9, this was at 230, and I think a couple people are looking at this and maybe even have a short. Good for you if you caught that 9, and it got a little bit of a scalp trade here, but it still has not broken this trend. When I say double top, it hit about 888. And then pulled right back into this same area here, this 8-quarter, which has been holding up rather nicely for it. You pop to the daily, and I'm like, well, if it goes any higher, I would have thought 10-quarter would have been the next level upside. That could have been a key one. For now, this looks relatively strong. That 100% club, I mean, it's just, we were joking about that like a couple of weeks ago, and then it just feels like there's just been more of these day after day, these 100% moves to the upside. So BTBT added to the list, although I mean technically it's 99%. I think we're splitting hairs at that point. I mean a double up is a double up in this regard.
Yeah, 99 versus 100. Yeah, same difference. Same difference to me. I actually want to look at this EDU. It could be down 100% soon. This is a big mover. Obviously, we talked about that over and over again. It's going to be short sell restricted as it can't go below the bid now because it's down that 10% off of it. Also, obviously, on Friday was a nasty move for EDU. This is those Chinese education names. It's right at the low of the day. We're going to take a short if it does break that 195. What up, Bren?
Another little crypto name moving, guys. Not quite as crazy as BTBT, but 60% here for NCTY, the 9, if you remember. just making a day high here as we speak on decent volume for that one.
What you want now?
I do remember that name. Yeah, the 9, isn't the 9 limited or something?
It's the 9. I don't know. Isn't it just the 9?
I don't know what it is, but NCTY.
We don't trade things that are up 57%. It's got to be up 100. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, big volume spike there, so that's why it looks a little bit more. Well, I want to say a little bit more interesting. Break in the 50 period. Look, you see a lot of charts like this for some of these crypto NFT related names that have already pulled back in pretty heavily. So you want to be looking at. Go back to the 15-minute chart here, the same thing we did when we looked at BTPT, but already breaking this 1336. Trust me when I tell you, this 14 level looks pretty juicy to that upsize. Steve G, I did not overuse the gift horse animation. If you were watching the morning show,
yes,
I hit the countdown for the bell at 9:30, and my system, it all just blew up, and it's still not working. So I have no animations. We can go pew pew or whatever. I don't know. We need to have a good trade first. Which I have scalped some out of this SOS, which I'm going to continue doing because it's strong. But until it gets to $3, I'm not really taking much of anything off of this. I got bids all the way down into that 280 to 290 range as well. If it breaks 290 and heads to VWAP, I'll probably only have about a third of the position on at that particular point. But it's already made a lower high once, so looks like it's consolidating here. And given that little bull, you might notice I'll short off of bull flag patterns as it's happening, which is why you want to scalp some, because if it breaks out, you want to make sure you at least profited from that little consolidation, which is what I'm going to hope to do here. And here comes BT. It looks like it's going to make another run at that $9.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's lots of stuff popping off here today, guys, as you're going to look at all of the names starting to go here, especially in crypto land. Here we go. Where's Bitcoin? Here it is. 40,000. So, this is a daily chart. Let's just go to a minute chart quickly here and see. All right, let's go Bitcoin. Oh, it's going to pull this over. There it is, breaking that 40,000 mark and not even retesting it. So now it's looking to go higher and higher here. That's BTC looking to break through, guys. And you could trade GBTC or something like that. And, again, watch for some of the liquidity. We are looking at those names. Ether, obviously, as well, another one to look at. But you can always pull back. We do get, okay, this is going back upside. We do get some look here on Nvidia and some of the bigger names because, again, with crypto mining, as popular as that gets, Nvidia, AMD, Intel, they all have those GPUs where you can mine like crazy. So as Bitcoin starts going up, so do the price of these things as well. So we can look at Nvidia through 192, but a negative day for them considering the NASDAQ's up. What's up, Brendan?
You missed it, guys. As far as this crypto-related move is concerned, here we go. I'll show you the story or headline from this morning. Amazon posting a crypto-related job posting. They're looking for a digital currency and blockchain product lead, leading a lot of people to believe that things could be coming as far as Amazon accepting Bitcoin.
Why the heck is Nvidia down today? It doesn't make any damn sense. Anyway,
just off the split probably. But
I'm just looking at Intel holding its highs and Intel not doing anything. AMD. AMD. Nvidia not doing anything to the upside. I find it rather confusing, at least to me. BTBT is on the radar for me, but NCTY, making a test and a run at that 14 level. We pull up that 15-minute chart to show you what that looks like. I'd love to see it actually stretch into that 14 range and then make just one little test of that level before maybe looking at a short. It already sort of pulled back once, and now is retesting that high. Just want one more little push before I get into that one. SOS. Bang, bang. I just got some out in front of 301. I don't know. I got nothing for you. So it's like 5-6 cents in the money. If it goes down 10, I'll take a little bit more out. 15, we'll take a little bit more out there. But I got no animations, so we'll have to go bang, bang. That's all I can say for you every time I hit a winning trade, or maybe just, I don't know. You guys think of something we can do here, because it's not as much fun with them. You get used to them, and then when you don't have something, you just get sad. But the good news is, you don't have to pay for locates on NCTY. So up 55%, and it's free to short. A lot of these 50%, 100% clubs have been free to short recently. I don't take that as you will, but locates have been pretty cheap on some of these, or non-existent in terms of pricing.
Yeah, you're right, Shakib. Crypto is now flying, guys. As we'll continue to watch out for our biggest and baddest name here, Cardano, up to 140 right now or so. On this name, we're going to see, what is it, 136? I don't know where, it doesn't matter. Yeah, 136.5 right now, trying to fly up to this 140 level, so we'll watch out for Cardano. as that is moving. We do have EDU on our mind. That's Nuro. Okay. Oh yeah, we can check out Nuro quickly here. Nuro back, baby. So we're long at 1847 right now. So let's see. We could take it out if we want to, but we don't. So we'll wait to see where it can go upside now. Nuro looking to take out 19 and change. Hopefully that can start moving around. I haven't traded Lucid today yet, but it's LCID. I got someone asking me what happened to CCIV. Here's Lucid today, right? So new name, new symbol. We'll see what's happening here as it takes it out the top, 2750. I don't want to be involved at all with any of these electric companies. We've talked about why and some of the names that I like. I just got into Magna not too long ago, and I got into Fisker. I'm in and out of Fisker, and Tesla is the only other name. And then, of course, you know my love affair for Ford and GM. But let's look at Tesla again one more time here because, again, aftermarket, there's going to be earnings today. Look, how about this, guys? Some of this move in crypto could be related to possibly what coming from Tesla. Maybe there's going to be some sort of a news or something like that on their call about accepting Bitcoin or something. I mean, he's already said that, but something else maybe in their call today. So let's wait to see. But right now, 660 looking, like a nice little level there for Tesla. 660 getting ready to go into earnings. Going to be a very, very dangerous spot there. We'll see what happens, but that's 660 downside, and then we'll look at 654 here if it does break. But remember, into earnings, my daily chart has crashed, but into earnings, you got to watch out because, again, don't try to trade earnings just the first thing you see. Wait, and let's analyze this thing tomorrow where it goes because Tesla's going to be probably an implied move of between 5 to 7% maybe off earnings. And if you guys have that, let me know. Either way, if it's 5%, you're going to go $30 down into this 640 area and even lower. So we could take out pre-market lows, but watch out for Tesla coming in only 30 minutes, guys.
Exactly, and that BT got real close. It just got to like 885 there as I was checking it out. I still like the idea of rolling into a little bit of something there to the south side. I'm staring at that Nuro trade, and I'm very close to putting a stop, like 18 break on that, because that level just keeps on hitting over and over again. TME, just to come to it, you'll see how I'm actually positioned in TME. This one was from the morning. It's going to be that mixed bag. Okay, garbage. Got crushed on that short. Thought we had it dead to rights in front of 10 even, and then we got back in front of Friday's highs. I'm still sitting in that trade, but I'm telling you, when it flushed into VWAP, I'm like, this is it. It's rolling over. I had my bids down there to get it right back into 10 even, and then we come barcoding off of this level here, this 1050. So this is kind of like almost line in the sand time. I actually trimmed some as it headed into it because if 10 cent pops back into 1075, it's one more shot at it. It'd be a short off of 170, which essentially is the price I'm holding right now. And then if the top breaks, the top breaks. Running out of time to make that one work out for us. And SOS, it feels like there's at least a part of me that says this trade might not work out unless we get back below 40,000, a thing which I don't want to happen, but I kind of do want to happen, at least temporarily, for this to flush back in. A lot of these are trying to close on the highs here when I look at NCTY. And BTBT, in addition to SOS, the one I'm actually in the short in. And there's that turn there on NCTY at 14. And of course, I ain't got it because I got SOS and I'm looking at BTBT. But yeah, 14 the level on NCTY clearly.
All right. So yeah, another name that we're talking about, everybody's favorite Chinese name to short, I guess, unless you are trading those EDUs or whatnot, is going to be our friend Didi. And we're still in this short, and look why. I mean, it's just barcoding right now, like Neil was just using that terminology as well. And I was hoping that we would break this bottom of 783. We still are short here at 820. We've talked about that, why we have this, why we like it, and I just hope that we're able to pay off a little bit here on this short if we can break below. The outs are kind of obvious, but again, we only have a small part of this, about 20% of our position on board right now, so nothing really to worry about. But I do think that Didi does have more downside here. We'll wait to see where the imbalances are going to come out at and then judge it from there. But right now, Didi to the short side, obviously I like it. I'm not going to go long on this name today. So right now, we're going to watch out for Didi here, taking out some of these bids and then trying to crush back down below 795. That would be the first play. And then we also are watching that EDU as we've talked about.
And look, Bitcoin's at 50,000 or 40,000.
40,000, yeah.
I don't know, Freudian slip, is that where we're headed next? But Coinbase actually back at that I don't know, Freudian slip, is that where we're headed next? But Coinbase actually back at that 250, but that's only the reference price. So, I mean, that seems like a big move, and it's up 10%. Yeah, but this is the dog that Coinbase has been, and I would know all about it because I'm sitting in this bad boy. But 250 is a bit of a level. If I were to see, and I don't see anything here, if I were to see a big seller off that 250, I think that would be worth it to maybe scalp a little bit of a short. You guys know size sometimes does matter. For anyone that was watching the show last week, remember that there were sellers on that Moxie stock? Yeah, remember sellers at 29, 28, 27, 26 and 25 on Moxie. This, of course, is frozen, so I'll go to my 15-minute. Look where the stock is now. Those sellers clearly meant business, and they were just stacked on the offer. We kept showing it to you guys, and this stock is at $16, hit as low as $13.50 today. So cut in half, over cut in half from where we saw those massive orders in level 2, sitting there offering for the entire week. Last week, we saw those offers there, and now the stock is cut in half. Brendo?
Another one that we haven't talked about in quite some time, guys. QuantumScape just popping up here on some volume, coming back towards day highs. Yeah, it's 22.75 right now, or in that neighborhood. We actually tested all-time lows here this morning, 21.50. It didn't quite get down there, but 21.70. QS, guys, earnings aftermarket tomorrow will be interesting.
No,
yeah, I was in that name, and then of course we had that downgrade come through, right? And ever since then, it's been nothing but disaster. I'd call it up, but I lost my daily chart again here, so I can't even call it up for you. And I will do it in a minute once I get it all set up. But that's that play there. QuantumScape, a little bit of a negativity side of things. Well, look at AMC. We can look at that. That's at $40 with only 30 minutes to go here. Come on, chart. Let's go. That's still Didi. Oh my God. There goes AMC. So it's been doing nothing really all day. We did have a couple longs. We did test this long right here again at 39.80 and got taken out at 39.50. So a quick loss. This was a big trade for us here, a 38.68, and we did take some out up here. We also did push through 40 as we like that level, and now we're right back at 40. So again, AMC could do these late day moves. Let's see if it takes out the top at 40.80. That's a very good possibility. I mean, we could also play off some of these lows. That's 39.50. I mean, if it breaks, yeah, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. What about some of these highs here? 40.25, 40.27, things like that. We may want to get involved in AMC if it does take any of those out, but right now it's not doing much. I did take a spot out on Nuro there, so just an update on that one. 36s we got out, so average price 25s. At that time, I think my average price was 45 or so. So this is just, well, you can see what it is. It's 19 plus 18.25, so about average, about 18.50. So we need to get above 18.50 for this total trade to be worth it, which is why we took some out there at 18.70 and then again at 18.36. So basically, we've washed this Nuro trade, hoping that it can get going to the upside. We still have a decent spot. Our average price you can see is 18.25. Let's see if that one wants to run. XBIO only looks like it wants to go down after the open. So there it is, nice in there. A couple good outs. We didn't get the best out, which is $4. So we'll see if that can hit tomorrow, $4 or so. But now it's down to the downside right now and baselining again down here around that 275 mark. So again, we have to be flat. So maybe we'll look at Tesla and some of those other earnings plays into the close today and hope for some movement. I'm also hoping that we get something on the imbalance locator, although we lost on Friday on that Toronto bid.
That is correct. That was an interesting print. Should have taken it all out. Could have, whatever. Here comes BTBT, so cheers. We're about to get that $9 test. I'm short here, just got $8.75. I'm not drinking coffee, by the way. Everyone knows that I'm a little bit of a nerd, a science fiction nerd, so any guesses what is in this cup and what I'm drinking? It should be obvious based on the fact that I am a gigantic nerd. If you're a nerd, you should be able to get it. So this is like the third or fourth time we're really testing this high on BTBT. I am actually a couple of pennies in the money on SOS. Might start aggressively getting out of this one if we don't get some out before 340. Going to have to start to cover because I have a feeling about the imbalances here, Sean. I actually think there are going to be buy imbalances on a lot of these crypto names. It's just a little bit of a hunch. I don't know that I want to be short in like 2 or 3 at the exact same time that 350 the imbalances come out. Water, bourbon, yeah.
I mean, I don't get the reference how people are going to know.
A ton of them already have the, of course it's Earl Grey. Tea Earl Grey hot. There you go. That's what it is. It's an easy one. If you're a nerd, Captain Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek used to always have the same order from the replicator. It was that Earl Grey. Although someone just said bourbon in there, and I'm like, you know me too well. Yeah, maybe it should be bourbon. That would be a little bit more fun, but it's not. It's just tea.
All right. Yeah, good. If anyone can guess what's in mine, coffee. So there you go. And but first, coffee. So there it is there. But it's not much. I haven't actually drank too much today. You know, I think like 2 or 3 cups probably. Like I try to fill this up. There's still some in here. This is what the wife makes for me on the way. So what's up? Thanks to OTCX and a shout out to Mr. Cheese and to Yeti as well there as they keep. I bet you this coffee is still pretty warm in there. Okay, Didi down. So Didi's getting ready to this level to break. So we are at 7.95. This is a 30-cent winner right now. I just think we could break this and then we retest this one at 7.80. So I'm going to put a bid around 7.85. See if we can't get a real movement to the downside right now. And we'll see if we can grab that, but that's Didi right now to the downside. Hopefully we get some bids at 784. People watching that BTBT, join that $100 club or 100% club, now up 875. EDU getting ready to break. Valeria's having one hell of a time beside me here as she's been reading the notes there. What are people talking about that she likes? Anyways, we'll talk about that after. And here's Alibaba, man. We talked about this over and over this morning when I flat out said that there's not too many investable names other than NIO for China. So, man, this just keeps getting worse and worse for Alibaba. I don't know where or when to get more money into this name. I'm already in this name, but it just keeps on going to the downside as Alibaba can't catch any bids, man. Down 7%. Like, look at it just drip down here all day. It's trying to catch something at 191, but hey, that's not too far away. This thing probably drips even further today, guys.
Yeah, I just actually got more shares of BTBT there as it spiked up, touched $9 on a dime, and then made a little bit of a turn. Now, it stalled shy of my first bid, which was sitting at 855 here, and now we're headed right back to 9 even. So I might have just looked a gift horse in the mouth. Can't hit the key for you guys because it's not working, but yeah, we just had an opportunity. I almost tried to get like 90s there when it tested off a 9 even, couldn't catch them, but if 9 holds another time, you really could see Flush City, and then the breakout is probably gonna stand out, although caution to any kind of a failed jailbreak there at 9 even, that could come back in pretty heavily. I just got out as 9 broke. Brendo, what's up, buddy?
Another one to look at, guys. Earnings coming tonight. Just noticed 3M here, big volume spike you can see. On the way back down through 202 there for 3M. So again, earnings aftermarket.
3M, okay. BTBT starting to take it out right now. So you can watch BTBT here, starting to take out new highs. Neil talked about it being at the 100% club. It's now way over that. 115 and still ripping. So there we go. Nice little upside move there in BTBT. What a great, I mean, I just wasn't focused enough. I should have took that 9 break right there. How many times you got to see that bang, bang, bang. Even 890 short would have been a good one, or sorry, long would have been a good spot there as we start to break even higher right now on BTBT, up that 114%. There it goes. So watch out here as crypto's still actually trying to come down a little bit now, Bitcoin. So maybe there's a chance. Bitcoin just broke 40,000 to the downside, guys.
If you can't beat them, join them. Mike Korean, so just scream as loud as we can because the stream deck isn't working. Well, don't worry, like we'll get it fixed. We got a great, fantastic team around here. I'll probably just do the whole tried and tested thing where you turn it off and turn it back on. But there we go. Disco ball action just got 9.25. Look, if a 9's going to be good for a short trade, it's going to be good for a breakout as well. So we took the breakout and then got a quick little scalp trade. I'll buy a dip in front of 880 to 890 if it gets down there. Brendo, what's up, bud?
On that BTBT, guys, worth noting about a 30 million share float. So it is rather small on the float side, considering we've done, what are we at now? 185 million shares so far today through 9 there. There was a monster volume spike as well. There is a short interest to be aware of. It's not high, it's only about 4.5%, but heads up in that regard, guys.
Brennan, these days, a 30 million float is gigantic compared to these 4 or 5 million ridiculous floats that we saw last week going on, moving 100%. And then we'll go 935. I'll take a little bit out here as we try to get towards 950. We did give you a look at the daily chart, guys. You could see that I thought maybe this 10 level would be the bigger one as we get here. I want to make sure we get some shares out in front of that 10. Only 20 minutes to go. Sean and I have to be flat at the end of the day, so there will be an element of scalp trading for this. Yeah, we lost in the short. We came right back, reversed into the long trade to try and make some back. If we get to 950, we'll be pretty happy. I might try short again at 10. A long ways away before it even gets to that price. There you go. How come you can hit my gift horse?
They could probably hit it. We don't need to hit more gift horses, but we'll keep looking those in the face.
You could have told me that before.
Look, the thing about it, come on, man. We know they can hit the things. They have it right over there.
You got to remind me, though.
Okay, look. The point is, guys, when you reverse that, although this is a good point I think we should talk about. Although Neil just mentioned still being down on the stock, sometimes when it starts to go, you got to reverse it up. And then that was a good trade there on BTBT. So we'll still look at that one. And then just looking at that, man, I could have hit the gift horse too right there, as Nuro tried to go there, man, and it just didn't hit. So 1850, we tried it. We are waiting up here at 1870. Let's see if it still wants to go. I'm still holding this Nuro to see about an 18 break. That happens, great. If not, we can live with it as well. Nuro right now looking to take out 18. I think it holds. Give it to him, Brendan.
Some of these Chinese education companies popping back up once again. Starting with this one, TAL. You can see held 450 for a better part of an hour there. We're starting to bounce back above some levels here. Volume coming back in as well to that one, guys.
And so we just got to look, I see guys in the chat talking there. When we say we got to be flat at the end of the day, we literally mean we have to cover the positions on this account here, Day Trade the World, by the end. We cannot hold overnight. All of these positions will be gone. We cannot swing into these. Oh, come on, give me a break. 941 we just got to on BTBT. It's still holding here on this little tiny pullback. Still holds that 9 even on the break, so fair enough. If that long is going to work, it probably means, and you probably guessed it, yeah, there's SOS. 315 is the top for me, so the last entry is going to be right here at 312. This has been a better short in that I've taken a bunch of profit on it, but at the same time, with Bitcoin, oh, we're back below 40,000. Okay, so with all of these names in the crypto space moving to the upside and breaking highs, they are going together. SOS is a heavily shorted stock, so it does have some squeeze action to it, but I did say we'd need to be under 40,000 for this trade to work, and we're under 40,000, so it's time for this trade to work. Let's go.
Yeah, we're short here. Unfortunately, so Ether, my chart's frozen, but we are short now as well on ETHE. Like, I don't know what's happening today with my charts, but that's a frozen one as well, as we'll look at ETHE to keep on trading. So that's going to be a good one for us on the downside, as Ether right now starting to crack just like Bitcoin is. And I mean, crack. I mean, we're still up here. How much are we up? 15%, but there's a nice little fall from grace there. 24.30 all the way to the downside. I do got to, although I do think Shakib was, oh man, I got to get my chart up here again, but I do think that we were talking a little bit, and the reason I'll call Shakib up is because he was talking about SOS on Friday, and unfortunately, I don't, you know what, like, what is going on here? I can't even open up a chart.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad right now. So anyways, okay, here's Nuro. Hopefully Nuro goes, man. There it goes. Let's go. But you were talking about SOS, and just to talk about it, because it is a Bitcoin stock, you know, obviously he was talking about why to hold this name, and there it is. Not to big anybody up or anything, but it's up that 25%. So as Bitcoin goes, if you are a Bitcoin bull, there's a lot more names. This is what I'm getting at. There's a lot more names to get to other than just simple Bitcoin, right? So if you are a bull, look at the movement on a name like this, SOS or BTBT or SI today, and you'll see that there's a lot of money to be made in names other than simply Bitcoin.
I'll say this, like SI, because they're all about the whiz, why not? Thank you very much there, Rob, as usual. BTBT still back at that 925. I got 08 to the long side. FLGC is halted, but Silvergate, look, they got the Silvergate exchange. They are not going to have the outsized moves that you get in the SOS. Not heavily shorted. It's a more structured name. It's a safer place to be in. I think when it comes to any of the crypto equities, so you're not going to see up 25% on this bad boy. Only up 8% today on that move. But BTBT, you know what to get off the pot. I did say for all of these, I do want to resolve at least these trades. I mean, I'm still in that 10 cent. It's in the money. And the IMV, whatever, like that's hanging out in the money, 20 cents on a 220 stock. But the crypto names, I'd rather not be dug in at 350 when the imbalances come out, just because I really do think there is a chance that you could see some decent size imbalances. You get this big of a move, and in a liquidity event like the auction, you might actually see some imbalances there and some big price shocks. So I'd rather not get extra slippage on stops running at that particular time. BTBT has signs of rolling over here, and it feels a little bit safer with that SOS off of the highs. When I do see Bitcoin back below that 40,000, then BTBT could sort of outstretch. If this turns around, I could get slipped all the way down to like an 870 or an 860 at 350 when the imbalances come out. For now, both are sitting at okay, but a lot can change in just 6 or 7 minutes. You know how the market works, man. It doesn't care what price you got. It doesn't care what you want to happen. It's going to do what it's going to do.
So today we have one negative stock. That's it. One negative stock today, and we traded a hell of a lot of stocks, but the only negative one is going to be this IMV, and we did have an opportunity to get out for flat, and I did get some out for flat, I guess it was flat right there, 220 as it comes up to VWAP. I think it was about a 3-cent hit, but then it does break, and we get this absolutely the low of the day here on IMV. But again, it's such a light position. I took the same amount of shares here as I did there, which is why this was getting out for flat, and then a hit there. So, like, just as an example, my highest stock today, I mean, Nuro just got printed right there, so that's a good out there on Nuro, 56 or so. We just got printed on Nuro, so there you can see the prints in there, 50 or 55. I don't know what the price was, 55 or 56. Anyways, we get out there on Nuro, and just to give you an example, like if you're going to take one of my best stocks today, IMV is 10% of that on a hit side of things. So, you know, just to let you know, you got to be able to sort of judge your trades and trade your trades accordingly with risk management. A number one stock, though, at Day Trade the World today, Time, as you can see, 295 million shares, and just making huge moves off the open. $1 up to $1.90, 205 or so the high on Time today, and now it's basing out. So I think this is a name to look at tomorrow. Only $1.41 right here with a lot of room to run. So maybe something here about holding, or if you want to swing play to tomorrow. I like the volume and it's on its day low. Maybe Time tomorrow for a swing. What's up, Brendan?
FLGC, guys, is Flora Growth Corporation. This is a little Canadian cannabis company that's focused on the Colombian market. So they have manufacturing and growing facilities down in Colombia. There was a decision made today, or I guess a change made today to some of the laws down in Colombia, and they're now basically going to, long story short, allow for manufacturing and export and sale of cannabis products out of that country. So FLGC, one to look at here, just catching a bid. I mean, this story did come out in the pre-market this morning, so it has done absolutely nothing all day, but worth having a look. FLGC, guys.
Yeah, watch out for those. We talk about this all the time. Watch out for those late halts because you might not get a chance to trade it until after market. It looks like it's probably going to be a 10-minute halt, because a minimum of 10-minute halt if it even opens up until that close. Still going to be in BTBT, of course. I'm actually going to look to cover with only a few minutes left to go, under 15 minutes to go. I mean, IMV is not moving. Oh, these charts, wow. It just holds this $2 level. I missed this flush here. I tried to hold on to that last little bit to see if you could take out the lows and get to that 175, which I wanted all morning long. It just can't seem to get there. It might be time to take this trade off and cover it. SOS is still flat. BTBT is still at 925. And NCTY, which I know a lot of you guys are looking at, yeah, still holding near the high of the day. So yes, it did turn off of 14, but it is still threatening to break out. Break out again. I mean, stock's up 55% already. There's been multiple breaks. The 14 break still could happen, although we're running out of time to get an actionable trade through 14 on NCTY with only about 12 or 13 minutes to go, guys. Do not forget, of course, after the bell, as we've already mentioned a few times. Well, first of all, before you get to Tesla earnings, make sure you check out the trade of the day. That will be from Sean today. There we go. Finally loading up there is Tesla. I took one shot in front of what level? 666, short side. I thought there would be some selling in the afternoon going into Tesla. I picked a level instead of just finding a turn and maybe a lower high and going with the momentum. That would have worked out. And that's the first time that I've seen something where I thought there'd be a little bit of sell-off going into an earnings play. And then instead of just picking a level, I should have waited for it to roll over. But Tesla, yeah, we're going to get that report. I hope they blow it out of the water. I think they have a decent shot to. But if you look at this chart on the daily, you're forming lower highs all the way through when you're holding that 540 low. Any break of that 600 level, I actually think you are retesting that 540. First things first, they had to have some impressive numbers coming through, which I think they will. Come on, BTBT. You're the one I want to the long side, and you're the one that needs to go. It's right back at 915, so this one is running out of time. Why is it still on Tesla? This one is running out of time to get going. It's still consolidating up at this little top. There's a chance we break. I got a 950 offer up here to see if we can't capture some profit. But imbalances come out in 90 seconds. I didn't want to be sitting holding the bag on this one when they came out.
Yeah, I have, I should probably, I'm going to cancel this. I do have a Tesla bid, to go long if we did take out this 660. It looks like we should have gone the other way, short through 658 here. But with the imbalances coming out, that's a good point. You don't want to get caught with these imbalances coming out. So we'll wait to see what happens with Tesla. I would love for it to break upside here. Tomorrow, get ready. It's going to be some fireworks, obviously, on that name. All right, time to start closing some of these trades off now. 795. I mean, this doesn't look like this wants to move at all. We crushed Didi early. This is about the travel stocks. I don't know. We'll see. Brendan, what's up, bud?
Yeah, I was just going to mention, guys, some of them running into the close when it comes to airlines, cruise lines, hotels. Very, very strong at the moment. You mentioned Tesla among a bunch of names that are set to report coming out after market tonight. Keep in mind, more before the open tomorrow, guys. It's going to be just an absolute monster week when it comes to earnings, including some of the biggest tech names set to come. Let's have a look at what's to come tonight and tomorrow morning.
You better believe it. You got right in the middle. We've talked about GE, but do not sleep on. Well, we talked about Tesla, but don't sleep on GE. Of course, 3M. That'll be a bit of a bellwether. I think Tuesday obviously is going to be the bigger day after market. We get three of the big names coming through in tech. I got Sirius XM in my vehicle. Fantastic. Not always the best day trade in the world, but it is worth a look. At least. So it's going to be Tesla leading the bunch. Everyone's going to be watching crypto, that 40,000. Look, we're basically back and forth there on that number. It's just kind of hugging the line or towing the line. SOS, again, it pulls down, and again, it can't really continue. Basically, every one of these retraces gets like 10 to 15 pennies and then stops. So my last entry was at 12. That sits like 7 cents in the money. Just running out of time on this one. I said I would get out of BTBT and this SOS. I'm holding the last of BTBT. It's in the money. SOS, I cover a bunch of it. Nothing we can do about it, guys. Got to be flat in the next like 8 or 9 minutes. The good news is there wasn't a crazy volume spike at 350, although I did trim a bunch of this off just in case there was a big move on SOS or BTBT. I saw no imbalances. I thought there might be. Clearly, they weren't that big. All I see on this board here is what, Pfizer, Uber. I mean, nothing too interesting.
Yeah, Pfizer, Uber. I mean, Uber is pretty interesting for a down. I mean, wow, what a nasty day for Uber, guys. All the way down to 46.40, like just tick, 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 all the way down. So Uber's on this imbalance as well. Yeah, Marathon is on here as a bid. Okay, so some nice little love for Marathon on the bid side of things. AT&T, Pfizer, Uber. Okay, yeah, not much. Philip Morris is on there, Verizon. I mean, eBay could be a mover. Ooh, my IBM, what are we at? 144? What's IBM at right here? If it can load up. Yeah, 142.50. Okay. Yeah, just anyways, some names on here. Not really doing too much. It does bump IBM right down to 142.50, which is that spot there. Okay, so we're getting close, man. Like I said, I might as well cancel. Looks like EDU's not going to move today. Looks like AMC is back above 40, so that's a good one. We'll hit this for the apes and see if they want to continue to run as... again, it's going to look like there's nothing happening because the chart's not loading. So we just got to get out of Nuro here. We still have a little bit of shares. I don't know. Everything's frozen. So 8 minutes left to go, guys. And yeah, we apologize for these charts. No idea what's going on.
And we're consolidating still on BTBT off of those highs. But I just saw, they're gone now. They're still on FLOGC. But I just saw a big seller on BTBT. It popped up into like the 930 range. Someone jumped on the offer, like 50,000 shares, kind of pushed it right back down. You're getting these stacked bids and offers. I don't see anything on this in the imbalance locator, although I did notice Lucid is a buy. It was like a 300,000 imbalance on Lucid, I think it was something like that. But this stock going in the other direction, Lucid. So I had a few decent longs on breakouts and then I took a dip buy that was okay. We're all the way back. Yeah, the dip buy was pretty good. Should have hung on to it, but we're all the way back to that 25 or at least close to it on a slight buy imbalance over in Lucid. First day of trading under this ticker. Yeah, there goes $9 on BTBT. I'm just going to go ahead and take this one out. That 908 break, we got some all the way up to that quarter, just past there. Couldn't seem to hold above, so I'll hang on to SOS into the close just because it's in the money and there's a 200,000 share offer sitting on EdgeX at 306 and I'm short at 312. So why not? I can always punch out if this one decides to go. But Lucid is going to be worth at least a bit of a watch. I just want to check to see. Oh, sorry, it's 650, or 800,000 buy on Lucid as that one headed to the downside all afternoon. Okay, so right now I just got out of Nuro. Again, not doing anything, so we take that out right here for a 10-cent win on the last bid. So, okay, not much to do there as Nuro doesn't want to do anything. And Didi comes back above $8. So again, is my chart going to freeze again? No, it's not. So right now, 810, 811, looking good on Nuro. But we could check back again to see if there's anything on these imbalances. Not much here. Zynga, Uber, Pfizer, all right there as well. So not much happening. If there's any names that you guys are trading, maybe they're on here, maybe they're not.
Thank you for joining us one more time here on a Monday. I mean, it's been a good day. It looks like we're going to try to hold on to positive. The NASDAQ just holding on right now. If we can hold on for 5 more minutes, that'd be pretty sweet. It looks like the S&P has no problems going positive today. But yeah, 10-cent music, I guess. That was one that I know Neil traded early. I didn't get involved with this one. I was just looking at, you know what, let's check out NEO. I want to see how that finishes off here for the day, up to 43.19. I think we got a better tick than that earlier. Yes, we did. This one just crushed it today. This was the trade of the day, NIO. And yeah, up to 44.95. We'll see if we can rinse and repeat this tomorrow for you. Always trying to buy the dips, watch the trade of the day. You understand exactly what this was all about. And thank God, out of the 20 or 25% of my trade, we got out on the high side right here, almost the best tick of the day. So that's a good little in there. We got the best long of the day and almost the best out of the day. So we're going to go good trade here on NEO, see if it can hold this 43, which it looks like it will, and then we'll trade this tomorrow. This is definitely going to be on my radar tomorrow.
100%. And wow. We talked about Lucid being a buy and bounce that was actually growing. I'm like, yeah, it's 600,000. No, wait a minute, it's 700,000. No, wait a minute, it's 800,000. And it was going to the downside. Well, not so much anymore. It just popped like a dollar. That's the kind of thing you can look out for. Now, obviously, I wasn't really quick enough on the trigger to just sort of sit there. And the second I saw that it was going up in the imbalance, I probably could have been punching long at 25.80 and then capturing a quick little scalp trade. This isn't to say that you hold it in, thinking it's about to go pop a dollar. It's more momentum thing. If imbalance is getting bigger, to the upside and the stock is giving you a bounce off of any kind of a support level, it just might be an actionable trade. I'm going to go ahead and take a third off, another third off of this SOS of what I have left anyways at 305, as I got to get flat in 4 minutes, and it does not seem like it wants to follow through to the downside, probably because Bitcoin is holding at the high. So, you know, why wouldn't it? So I'm going to start getting out of, or sorry, I'm going to have to finish getting out of this trade. I don't think it'll be a huge winner here, but we got to work out of it. You know, I'm not just going to sit here and look that gift horse in the mouth. If it's going to be in the money, we'll take the win. The fact that we're shorting it enough trend or up on the stock should always be considered a win, but that can change in a heartbeat, especially if you hold this one right into the close, because you could get one of those little pops on the highs. You would think it would have rolled over by now. Lots of strength in these names, guys. Lots of strength.
Guys, look at this, man. I mean, AMC, we're just going to go over our trades right now. AMC, that's a win today. I guess I can't really go over them because it's going to freeze my charts. But, okay, AMC's a win today. We only have one negative stock. Didi's quite the win today as well. Unfortunately, we had to cover right now, but that's quite the win. Short 25s out there. Our best outs looks like it's 01, and then we hold that through 90, so that's a win. Lots of trades on Ether today. Lots of trades on GBTC. NEO today as well. Nice long into NEO. Beautiful. That's going to be the trade of the day. Can't do much better than that. Nuro here today. Long early at 9:05 on this rip. I should have just took it out there. We would have been like happy. But unfortunately, we had to hold it all the way against us, and then bang, bang. Positive trade. And this trade works out. We actually make money on this. It's still a positive stock for me today, so that's a good one. And then my best trade of the day by far, we put in a lot of shares onto this one, and it's Palantir. We take that first break at 21.85. This is all in the first 2 minutes. And then we average in at 75. We like that trade. And then we just go back to yesterday where we traded Friday, which we traded the exact same method. Here comes the tank. It didn't start till 10:30. Comes in there. We defend that 50 level. Look what we did today. Defend that 50 level again. We actually get 58s here. It goes as low as 49s, okay? All the way back up with a nice little win there for Palantir. And then, hey, you already know what we did. You don't know what we did if you're just joining us now. But here's XBIO. Only one in right there. 8:30, in, out, out, out. 3 outs, and we're done with XBIO. The only losing trade that we have on today is really small, but it's IMV, and we actually have the bottom tick on this one. So just like we have some good ticks, some bad ticks, here's a bad one. I'm really glad we got some out right there, but we did get the last bit out there, creating IMV to the negative side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to go 8 for 9 today on our symbols. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a good one. And we still have those XOM puts, which are working out nicely, just not today.
And yeah, it looks like we got out of all of our shares in SOS, and it's right here at 303. So not a heck of a lot of movement here as we do come through, guys, but it is what it is. You got to take the profit that's in front of you. I can take you right back to Lucid. This is the one that, look, it had the buy and balance. I think we could have taken a shot at it, and it's going to be pie in my face because I think at the time that I saw that imbalance increasing, there was ample opportunity to catch a bit of a long trade, at least around 25.80, if not even the 26 break, and it does go all the way back up to VWAP. So it turns out it was a fantastic winner if you caught that one in Lucid. I was sitting there staring at the imbalance going to the upside. It's actually now down to 300,000. So as you would expect, some of these start to pair off as we get closer. With just 1 minute to go, a reminder, you guys can trigger the countdown. I cannot because my thingy is Stream Deck. My Stream Deck is not working out. Make sure you stick around. Trade of the day coming up right after market. In addition to Tesla earnings, should be an exciting week in post-market activity because this is the big week for earnings.
Yeah, Elon Musk generally, and I guess just the Tesla board or whoever releases these things, it doesn't come out at 4. So we'll wait to see where this comes. I mean, it's been 4:30, it's been 5. I believe it's even been 5:30. So we're not expecting anything. I was waiting for a 660 break. We'll see if that can happen on Tesla. I mean, I would still stay strong and long on this one. As right now, Bitcoin is starting to go down. I'll hit the countdown, Rob. As it's starting to go down right now, 39.5, 39.4. As Bitcoin's starting to go right now with only 10 seconds to go. We'll hit the countdown right now. Pretty good timing. 10, 9, 8. Get ready to hit that. Who's over there? It's Miss V in the green dress. Shout out to Russ for hooking that up. 2, 1. Hit that, Miss V, and we done. The market now comes to an end and a close off of a nice little move to the downside here in BTC. Not nice because I'm long, but it doesn't hold 40 during our market hours. But it's a 24-hour market, so nobody cares about that. Right now, it looks like the NASDAQ's positive. How do we go everywhere else there, Brendan?
What a difference a week makes. Let's have a look at how things ended off. Guys, positive numbers here. 0.26, 0.17, 0.12. That means record high, and yeah, record highs for all three U.S. markets. We were negative here in Toronto. I mean, cryptos are impressive, to say the least. But as we saw there, Sean, coming off a bit.
Yeah, I don't know if there was just a story there. There's something about Amazon denying all this, but it doesn't matter. Crypto's not moving around too much, and we'll see how that goes. I did want to give a big thank you, of course, today. Oh, they're all over there now. Rob, Lucas, Maggie, what's up, guys? Thank you so much. Yeah, Rob, I'm trying to figure out the measurements there. Hopefully you get that all figured out. Look, it's been a good day. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for the trade of the day. We have a few videos out. We put a few videos out every weekend. So if you want to see, techniques on trading, psychology, things like that, join us on our YouTube page at TraderTV.live. You can find some of those videos there. But we do have the Neo trade coming up. And look, this is the biggest week for me, for all of us, I think anyways. Coming into earnings, they may not be the most, we don't know what's going to happen with the fireworks, if at all. It may go to the downside, but we've got a big bunch of names coming. Please join us every single day. We'll work on the sticky note. Someone said they want me to have better penmanship. That's nice. So I'll try to work on that as well. But our watch list every single day is a banger, guys. So thank you to everybody working on that. Thank you to Miss V for once again another big day. Thank you to Neil today. We're kind of wore the same shirt there. There you go.
It's actually not the same.
No, it's not even close. But it look kind of maybe to them it might look a bit. For Brendan, for Neil, I'm Sean. Thank you for watching, and we'll join us tomorrow at 8:30. Ciao, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.